We're all wiped out by the rain, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't have any paint that is soluble out over there? I mean, what the H? That was ridiculous. I mean, that was embarrassing for that for the people over there. It was not great. It was not great football.
No.
I agree with you on that.
And obviously it sucks that it rains.
Yeah.
It messes things up.
Well, play it indoors.
Do they have an indoor over there?
No, but don't play it in Dublin.
It's always raining this time of year over there.
They had a great stat too that every team that plays over there just has an awful year. So I don't know why anybody would want to play over there. But yeah,
remember when Matt Campbell was like the best coach in America?
Oh, everybody wanted him.
Everybody wanted him and all this type of stuff.
Well, he won that game.
He did.
So he's 1-0.
They always beat Kansas State.
They always find a way to win enough games to keep him in the limelight, but there's always, I think, a lot of ADs go, it's just not electric. It's not what I'm trying to bring to my school, unless you're trying to bring him to a school that doesn't have much success. If you're trying to bring him to a school that's had success, he doesn't have that what's the word I'm looking for?
Sexiness?
Chutzpah. Something like that. One of those words. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, he got another win, and he owns Kansas State, man.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of else going on, but the golf was great.
Yes,
that was fun to watch.
It's literally I got to the point even during that game because real golf wasn't on yet. I put on live golf because that was on.
I did for about a minute, and then I went.
Well, you have 3 TVs. So you had the advantage. Do you have the
4.
setup going?
I had 4 this week.
Nice.
I have. Yes, I got it. I literally tried them all out, made sure everything was still copacetic from last year. They all worked fine. I watched. I did have the. I had a different game. I had golf on the far left TV, which I enjoyed very much. But I had to have a game, whatever game was on. I don't know. It's complicated, but I have to have games that are only on certain channels, can only be like the NFL. I could only watch an NFL game on the big TV, but then the other TV I had the Iowa State game, and then on the 4th TV I did have Incarnate Word on for a while. Just curious about them, and then eventually somehow I ended up getting the UNLV game, and everybody is like going, "No, I couldn't watch it. I couldn't see it. I didn't know what." I watched it, and I don't know how I did it, but it was somehow on my Fire TV, the 3rd TV. I watched the whole game. They have no defense and a great offense, which is
similar to 2020.
Fitting with Dan Mullen, yes.
Well, the big news of the day is from Billy Napier's comments, and it does in fact sound like, which
no surprise.
Yes, and which is what I told the Pensacola Gator Club last week. The DJ is going to start and play, and you feel like that was going to be a part of it. I know Maya's Maya, you got that ready? Number 2 for us. The Napier talking about Lagway.
Who does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for? All right, let's. Maya's going to hit this button. We're miraculously going to hear Billy Napier, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, DJ has been 100% participant in practice here for several days. I think he gets better every day. I think he's having a lot of fun playing football and competing. You know, I think he's smiling a lot more often now. So I think he truly enjoys practice and preparing, just the opportunity to get better. You know, I think the kid is consumed with improvement, and he knows the value of practice.
And there's 2 things here. One is that he, you should be having a good time if you're healthy and ready to go, and you're about to be the starting quarterback at the University of Florida to start a season. That should be a big moment in your life. And second, I think this has been the plan all along.
Of course it
has. You know it has, Jeff, is we aren't going to rush it, and he'll be ready to go. And we've got these opening a soft game and then a less soft game, but still – not an overwhelming game.
And they will whip LSU and Miami's ass.
That's the plan, Jeff. We'll see how that works out. But
see how it goes.
You're fired up about that Boise State USF game. I know that. Next Saturday, on Saturday.
I'm actually kind of interested in Notre Dame Miami, which is not a Gator game.
That's a Sunday night game.
Sunday night game, yeah.
And I know you're interested in FSU and Alabama. You'll watch that, right?
Mm.
Oh, so you're dismissing FSU.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bama's going to roll them. Roll Tide.
I can only hope. And then, obviously, LSU Clemson. You're not going to be able to watch.
No.
But like Coach Spurrier pointed out, where his box, they have that second TV they can watch.
Yeah, so he can do it. So, yeah, we'll talk a lot about that certainly today as it is finally game week. We have made it, ladies and gentlemen, and that means our weeks get a little bit, I wouldn't say busier, just probably.
I think more fun.
Yeah, probably better for Pat because we get to get on the road and drink a little bit.
But no, we get to get out of the studio and it's.
Yeah, I think Maya gets tired of looking at our faces day in and day out.
She's told me on the record that she does. Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll be at Hawkstone Country Club. Thursday of home weeks we'll be at the Swamp Restaurant, and then Fridays, like we always are, we'll be at the UF Hilton. They're at the No Name Lounge, hanging out with all the people that come into town. The team usually is strolling in about 5:45 or 6 o'clock, right as we're ending the show.
We tend to cross paths.
So if you want to come see the team and see DJ Lagway in person, you got a chance to stop by the Hilton. And really, there's not a lot of people there, so you can get a quick little autograph and picture. And
we have a good
kind of the
time.
way to sneak in.
The Hilton and the Swamp. I mean, you can't beat that. Back-to-back days. It's so much fun. Obviously, the Swamp restaurant, of course, is killing it.
Which I apparently am in the doghouse because I did not let my significant other or daughters know that Alex Earl was in town at the Swamp last Wednesday.
Who's Alex Earl?
She's a big deal. Google her.
It's a girl?
Yeah. Alex Earl.
Okay.
She's dating the little white dude that used to be the receiver for the Dolphins. What's his name?
Restrepo?
No. That was the Hurricane guy. He was freaking good.
He's really
that guy pissed
me
off.
He's on a major league team or an NFL team right now.
But yeah, that guy really pissed me off.
Oh, I know. He was
too good.
He's
like Jake Mangum of Mississippi State.
He made you
just want to dog cuss the dude. So
I can't think of a little white receiver that played for.
So now I got to look it up. Doles.
Howard Twilley.
Talk for a second because it's.
Is it trying to think of small white receivers that played for the Miami Dolphins?
Braxton Berrios.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, he's now with the Houston Texans.
He's a good player.
So yeah, Alex Earl is a big deal. But she was hawking her new margarita mix, and she was at the Swamp Restaurant.
She was hawking up something.
No, she was touting it. She was hyping it up.
She was doing hawk tooey.
Yes, I'm sure people would have liked that.
What? So when was that?
This was last Wednesday.
Well, why were we not invited for that?
Exactly. So Ryan's going to get a little piece of my mouth for not cluing me in on that. I would have scored.
That's what she said.
I would have scored some really good points if we got the front row seat to Alex Earl.
I'm going to have to find out whether that would have been a big deal. And I shouldn't tell Kelsey about it because then she'll be pissed. Oh, yeah, she'd be exactly. So, no.
Because I know I took it. I was like, well, you go to the Swamp all the time. How'd you not know Alex Earl was going to be there?
Well,
somebody didn't tell me.
I will say this. Kelsey goes to the Swamp more than I do, and I go there a lot, but she goes there all the time, so she should have known it.
Yeah.
So she can't blame me.
All right, well, so let's get the phone lines cranking. It's a Sonic Sound Off Monday. Time to start talking about the many, many things, and certainly we can go through the roster if you want, some of the different things of what is actually going on with the boys. But
have they released the depth chart yet? I don't think they have. I think it's tomorrow they do that. Yeah. That'll be – I mean, I'm not expecting any major surprises, but there's always something that you go, oh, interesting.
Yeah. And I think the big one to me is Jaden Woods.
Where do they put him?
Where is he going to be on the depth chart? I mean, he's got a chance to make a huge impact as a freshman.
They may put him in as a backup, but then –
could be the Orr situation.
But he gets in the game early.
Napier likes his Orrs.
He does. I know he does. He and the guys who were on the coxswains.
Yeah.
But no, I just think that could be a guy where you go, he's a backup, but if he plays and he makes an impression right away, he's not a backup for long. Now, again, who's he going to beat out? Is it going to be Sapp? Is it going to?
Yeah, not going to be one of the veterans,
yeah.
but I mean he'll contribute and certainly play a ton. And then not only are we on the road at various times this week, and that'll be the same for every home game week. We've got a good list of people coming on this week that you'll want to hear from. So tune in around 5 o'clock a lot, right? We got Eric Rett.
Eric Rett tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have Carlos Alvarez. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And again, both in all these cases, we're going to talk to these people about running out of the tunnel for the first time and opening days. Yeah. But then on Thursday, we have both Chris Doring and Billy Donovan. So that'll be a fun day right there.
Yep, 5 and 5:30. So again,
maybe we get Billy to come down to the Swamp.
Be fun.
He's coming up. He told me he's coming up from Miami. He's got a
the Hall of Fame.
No, he's got.
Well, this weekend. That's why he's here.
I know, but he is coming up from Miami because he's working out players down there. I don't know. I don't know how you work out players, but that's not my job. He's trying to look at guys.
Yeah, that's what called working out players is.
Well, for some reason my mic is not working.
Like, it's different than you working out dudes. He's working out players.
What are you talking about? Why do you always have to bring it back to me?
All right, let's get a break. 392-8255. That's our Titan MRI and Imaging hotline. We'll open that thing up and get after it when we come back here on the Tailgate.
WRUF Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm David Lopez. Gator football fans got some positive news today with head coach Billy Napier announcing the full return of quarterback DJ Lagway. After lingering injuries all summer, Lagway will officially be the Gator starter in Saturday's season opener against LIU.
DJ has been 100% participant in practice here for several days.
The starting quarterback for the first quarter, is that to be determined?
Moving to Gator baseball, a Florida newcomer was recognized as a D1 Baseball 2025 summer breakout prospect. Ethan Sorowiak, who came to the Gators via Ole Miss in the transfer portal, earned the honor after winning the Northwoods League MVP over the summer, batting .385 and hitting 20 home runs in 58 total games. Finally, Gator alumni Ben Shelton moved on to the second round of the U.S. Open last night, beating Ignacio Buse. Shelton, the world number 6 in men's singles, moves on to face Pablo Carreño on Wednesday.
You spoke, we listened. You wanted the easiest car buying experience ever. So we're giving you the easiest car buying experience ever. Your schedule doesn't have time for 5 hours in a car dealership. Work, kids, soccer practice, grocery runs, jury duty. Really? That again? Gatorland Toyota puts your convenience at the top of the list. With Express Shopping, you can browse our incredible selection and buy your vehicle entirely from the comfort of your home. Financing, paperwork, trade appraisal, even the pricing can be done remotely. No need to come to the dealership. Gatorland Toyota delivers your new car to you. And what if that car was fully customized? With our pre-order program, it's easier than ever to get the exact vehicle you want from headlights to trunk. Have a vehicle to trade or sell? Even if you don't buy from us, we'd love to take it off your hands and give you a top dollar offer that you're sure to love. Come experience how Gatto's got it at Gatorland Toyota today. Visit GatorlandToyota.com for the easiest car buying experience ever.
It's a hard reality to know you're getting older. Believe me, I sit next to Pat every single day, but we all have to go through it, and with it comes some aches and pains with every single step. But the good part is the pains are fixable, and one quick stop into Titan MRI will get you going in the right direction. There's lots of us out there that think we can just handle pain or it'll just eventually go away, but what you may not realize, you could be ruining yourself for many years to come. I'm telling you, go see Joe and the crew at Titan MRI. Their entire mindset is finding out what you need to feel better and getting it to someone that can fix it. With an average scan time of just 10 to 15 minutes, you'll be back on your way, carrying on your day in no time. Titan MRI is the only locally owned and operated MRI center in Gainesville, and their staff has more than 20 years of experience in the community. And they've been so good that Lake City came calling. They've got a place that is perfect up in Columbia County as well. Even your own doctors are bringing their families to Titan MRI. So get in front of those aches and pains and tell your doctor to refer you to Titan MRI.
whether it happens on the pickleball court, the soccer field, or when stretching the limits of your yoga flexibility. Injuries aren't convenient, but UF Health OrthoCare is. Now with locations in Gainesville and Ocala, our board-certified specialists provide the expertise you need to get moving again. Don't let a sprain, strain, or minor fracture keep you or your kids sidelined. Turn to UF Health OrthoCare. Visit ufhealth.org/orthocare locations for addresses and hours. Walk-ins welcome.
Every Gator football game all season long, right here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2.
It's a great song there, Unfortunate Son, by Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's good.
Love some John Fogerty.
You do, because it's your favorite song.
Yeah, Brown-Eyed Handsome Man.
Yeah. Think that'll ever get tired with you?
No, probably not.
What if it gets tired with the fans?
Then they can listen to
My
something
wife
else.
still loves it when you say that. But again,
It's not like I do it every time.
I know, but it's because Florida's scoring an important run.
Yeah.
So that's why she likes it.
Probably.
You could say there's a guy going around with he's pooping himself, and she would be okay. And Gators scored.
Like
A different brown-eyed handsome man.
gosh, what was his name?
brown
It
butt.
was a little running back that did it in the bowl
Adam
game.
Lane,
Adam
yeah.
Lane.
Poor guy, he scored this great touchdown too.
Yeah.
And it was it was important at the time. And then, you went, uh-oh, what happened? I wonder what happened. I wonder if he just lost control, which, hey, look, it's not hard to happen, believe me. Everybody has those problems,
Yeah.
especially when you get old. If you'd been my age, everybody gone, no big deal. No, we've seen this before.
That's that we have.
Oops,
All right.
He should get some of those things. Oops, I crapped my pants. That was the Saturday Night Live skit. It was a great one.
Was it?
Oops, I crapped my pants. So you put the diaper on, you go, yeah, I'm wearing one now.
I bet it would have been funny. All right. Well, we have promised to reveal this, and we will do it now.
Uh-oh.
And a couple other times. But thanks to several of our great peeps, we've got a couple of contests to throw out there for you. And we'll get the rest of the shows. We'll get Steve to incorporate it, and certainly Kevin and the Kitties, as I like to call it, to get into our collegiate picks contest. So just like in the past, you'll have to pick games. It'll be against the spread. It'll be all the top 25 matchups. So that's what you got to pick. And then we'll have weekly prizes, and each weekly winner will get a cool little prize pack from Bud Light. So that will be awesome. And, of course, Bud Light is awesome as we tailgate coming up. And then we are also going to have a survivor pool, which we have never done
I love survivor
before.
pools, yeah.
So it'll be an NFL survivor pool, and Titan MRI is going to give some cool stuff. I think Jameel is going to donate maybe a DJ Lagway signed jersey for that. And then also I have talked to my friends at Paisanos, and this is for the first one, though. If anybody gets a perfect week, so they get every game right, they'll get a $50 gift card automatically to Paisanos.
Now, how many games? You have no idea because you got to.
It'll be all top 25 games.
Yeah, but it could be game against game.
Yeah,
too.
it could be 25 or it could be 15.
15, yeah. Okay.
So
I think I can do that.
If anybody gets a perfect week, you'll get a $50 gift card to Paisanos.
I think I can win that, yeah.
Now, we're doing this only to the people we like, so we're not going to make this public so a bunch of randoms can get in. So, again, if you want to get into either of these contests or both, just email the show. The email is thetailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. Again, thetailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. And just say you want in, and then I will email you the link. I renewed the league from last year, the Pick'em League, so I sent out the emails to everybody that was in it last year. So if you are saying, hey, I didn't get one, or check again your spam, if you were in it last year, you got the chance to be in again this year. I think we already have like 120 people or something in it. So make sure you sign up to get in both of those. But again, if you are new to listening or you didn't want to participate last year because you were scared that Pat was going to beat you and talk smack, well, Pat was
I wouldn't worry
done
about
after
that.
like 4 weeks. So
yeah, I'm not good at picking games, which is amazing because you would think
you love
I'd be
it so much.
Yeah, but I tend to pick teams I don't want to win because then at least I have that going for me. If they win, I still got it right. But anyway, I love the Eliminator Challenge. I've never been in one of those. I'd like to do that this year.
I will make sure I can get you signed up. I'll teach you how to do it. So, again, just email the tailgate, WRUF@gmail.com, and we will send you out those links, and we'll certainly get it going by Saturday. And you can get in whenever you want. You just may not win the overall prize.
Yeah, you can still get the individual.
But you can get the weekly winners and all that other stuff. But we'll do that throughout the year. We'll have a lot of fun and, certainly love participation from everyone. That's what makes it really, really fun. Again, if you want to participate on the phone, you can. 392-8255, the normal number. All right,
forget
so
Gator Talk also back Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
So
It'll be Napier this week.
Coach Napier, and that'll be interesting. When I was watching that Saturdays, what was it called? Everyday Saturday, whatever it was. The thing they did on Netflix.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool to see them doing the show at the Ale House and talking to Napier, but you could see all the fans there. And then they would go to another school, and it'd be I swear to God, it was the same fans. Like LSU, it was the same people. I don't know how that works.
No, it's not happening.
But I think they were in the same age group. My age group. Maybe I should start hanging out there because that's more my peeps. At the
Ale House?
Not only I've been to the Ale House many times, but I'm just saying the Thursday night thing. The Thursday night thing.
Gator Talk.
Gator Talk, yeah. Okay. God. Why do you have to act
Well,
like
I can't
that?
think for you. I don't know what you're talking about if you can't spit it out.
I can't think either.
All right. Well, let's let John talk, and then you don't have to think. John, what's up?
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. We're into game week. That's pretty exciting. Jeff, let me ask you, are you doing a pregame on Saturdays still this year?
Yep, we'll do it 3 hours beforehand. We'll be right there in the tent outside of the Fan Fest.
Awesome. Well, yesterday, my Reds, I'm a huge Red fan, obviously. Singer pitches his heart out, one hitter, going into the end of the seventh. But, man, my Reds, man, just killed me, man. They had bases loaded, one out, and Friedel hits into a double play. I wanted to scream. I said, you're going to blow this game for Singer. But all enough, they got a 5 spot in the eighth. They won it. But I tell you what, that guy's been pitching his lights out this year, and they've lost leads because he's been taken out of the games.
Yeah, he's been great, especially the last 5 or 6 starts. He's been really. I'm gonna try to look it up because you got me.
I was wondering about his
spurring
ERA,
my interest. Yeah, so look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of his last 6 starts, he's given up either 1 run or no runs. That's how good he's been.
8 strikeouts.
Yeah,
and he's up there. I mean, he's not into the Paul Skeen stratosphere, but I tell you what, man, I hope my Reds keep him, but if they're going to keep this way, man, I need him to go to a team that's gonna be competitive. But
they're only a game and a half back of the Mets for the wild card, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
once
they're
you get
killing
in,
me right now.
anything can happen. Yeah,
right. Switch a little bit to tennis, you guys. I know you guys don't follow, but Ben Shelton, I think you on one of your pre-amps you talked about a little bit. What I'm liking about him now, he's starting to slowly get a whole all-around game. He's not just relying on his serve. I mean, yesterday he only had 5 aces, and I was like, man, what did he do? But I tell you what, that guy is he's improved his game so much. I don't know if you get a chance to watch him, but he's improved his game so much.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I try to watch him as much as we can. And, a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, he won the tournament.
Toronto.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And he just, I think, he's ranked, he's a sixth seed?
6 right now.
Yeah. So.
And he's moved way up to number 6.
You just, obviously you still got to compete with those two dudes at the top that never lose, and they just play each other every single Grand Slam, it seems like. But we'll see.
He's been to at least the quarters in all 3 majors.
Yeah.
And he's lost all 3 of them because he's lost either Center or Alcaraz.
Yep.
So, you're not losing to these minor guys. I mean, he even took, Rublev. I don't know if you know his familiar name. And I believe he took Sasha Zverev, who is, he's one of the top 3. So, anyway, he's doing well. But I'm getting excited, guys. I'm pumped for football season, and I'll holler at you guys later.
All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate that.
How did he do against Lendl? I'm just wondering if
Yvonne or Boris Becker?
And Becker.
Becker was good looking. He was red hair. Ladies loved him.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
I think him and Agassi were like the heartthrobs.
Yeah, and Agassi ended up marrying my girlfriend,
really?
Steffi Graf.
Oh.
I loved her. I was in absolute love with her. She was just a nice person. And then he went bald. So, I mean, I still have my hair. She could have done better.
Yeah, very much so. When we talk to Eric Rett tomorrow, we can ask him about this. I wonder if he knows this. What is the individual opening day record for rushing yards in a game at UF?
Wow, that's a tough question because they didn't usually play anybody. But then somebody could have run all over him, but he probably would have come out at halftime. I don't know. That's a good – I assume it's Eric Rett.
It is Eric Rett against Kentucky. So they opened the year with Kentucky.
That was 92.
92?
Yeah.
193 yards that day.
And they actually didn't win that game by a lot. It was it wasn't a close game, but it was like a game where they didn't play that – they just kind of pounded it with him.
Well, no, they didn't. Look, the most passing attempts in an opener – 47 by Shane Matthews the same game. So Shane threw it 40.
So would they have the ball on every play?
Shane threw it 47 times. He had 33 rushing attempts. That's 80 plays just from those two.
And what was the final score?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll look it up.
That I would have to look up.
Okay.
All right, let's get a –
No, like you're acting like you –
No, it's because it's opening day superlatives.
Okay.
So it doesn't give you the score.
But I'm just saying you did.
It's
not like you didn't look up the previous
complete games in Gator baseball playoff history. It would say Jeff Cardozo Baylor, but it wouldn't tell you the score.
But it would say John Burke, too.
There's only like 28 people that have ever done it in history.
One of them doing,
and I can't,
2 of them doing no.
And I can't even crack the top 100 players, according to Pat Dooley.
Well, 70. It was 75.
I think it was 100.
I let it go at 75. I didn't want him.
All right, let's get a break. Mile will hit a button. We'll come back and continue to talk to you here on the Tailgate.
WRUF,
where Gator Nation comes alive.
98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2.
Powered by ESPN.
WRUF, your home for Gator sports.
Gator Nation, come on out to the Mealy Pop Shop here in town. We are the #1 spot in the state of Florida for sports cards, Pokemon cards, memorabilia, and pretty much everything else collectible. I like to say we buy, sell, trade, and grade at our shop. So if you want to buy something, if you want to sell something, make some cash, you want to trade in some stuff, or you can even grade as we grade with PSA, SGC, and CGC. We host weekly breaks with personal and group breaks. Just find us at Mealy Pops Breaks on all the social media platforms. Whether it be a massive Skeens RPA or a Carlos Alcaraz Superfractor, we pulled some amazing hits. We're located right off of 39th Avenue, off I-75, behind Sonny's and Walgreens. Whether you're 6 or 86, come on out to our shop. Open Wednesday through Sunday, and you can also access our website, mealypops.com, for all of your collectible needs. Go Gators! Can't wait to see you at Mealy Pops. We're located right off of 39th Avenue, off I-75, behind Sonny's and Walgreens. mealypops.com. Come on out to our shop.
There's a ton of things I love doing. That's why I have so many fun jobs and why I try so hard to make it to the kids' concerts, recitals, and games. But with everything that's going on, it doesn't leave me much time to take care of the chores at home. And since I hate chores, especially cleaning, I let the experts handle that one for me. Each week, a fully trained team from Molly Maid dusts, vacuum, wipes, cleans, whatever I need them to do in the house, leaving me more time to do the things I enjoy. Molly Maid is fully insured and is ready to do your dirty work for you as well. Call them up at 378-7755 or check them out online at mollymaid.com. They're made for this.
Sonic Radio. I'm your host, the CIO, and I just found the sound effects machine. Just in time because the new Junior Chicken sandwiches at Sonic are only $1.99 each. It's perfectly seasoned, crispy chicken that comes in original or honey chipotle. No. Already did that one. Save that one for later. That's a soft no.
Find Junior Chicken sandwiches on the Sonic Fun 99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic. Tax not included. See menu for details.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
You see the more than 70 bright green trucks all over town making sure our neighborhoods go from cluttered to clean. But what you may not know is there are more than 130 employees at GFL whose hard work and dedication deliver quality services to each and every one of you throughout the year. Rain or shine, regardless of the elements, GFL employees pride themselves on knowing what they do is crucial in our community, and they are looking to add fine folks to their ever-growing team. So if you want to be a part of the fourth largest provider of environmental solutions in North America, look into joining the Green Team here in Gainesville by checking out the career section at gflenv.com. Country fried sirloin, herb-crusted chicken, chicken critters, pulled pork, pork chops, sirloin steak. Do I have you salivating yet? Well, those are just a few of the things you can scarf down on the early dine menu at Texas Roadhouse. And best of all of that, only $12.99. It happens every Monday through Thursday from 3 to 5, so grab some grub and then head home and listen to the tailgate all the way until 6. And even though that's early dine, the staff of the Texas Roadhouse will wine and dine you 7 days a week with a menu made for many. Texas-sized combos, succulent steaks, and burgers that are as big as Gator sports are just the start. And speaking of starting, their fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter is waiting. So what are you waiting for? Get over to the Texas Roadhouse and wash it all down with some beer, wine, or the coolest cocktails around. AJ and the crew are ready for you. It's just west of the interstate off of the Archer Road exit, so hit the road for the Roadhouse. Your taste buds will thank you.
This is Sean Kelly, voice of the Gators, and you're listening to the home of Gator football right here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM. Now, more of the tailgate with Jeff Cardozo and Pat Dooley. Guys, can you at least save me one beverage?
All right, we're back here on the tailgate, ESPN. I did look it up. That was 35-19. I just remember nobody was really overwhelmed after that game. And, of course, the next 2 weeks, they went out and lost. They came into that Kentucky game in 92, ranked number 4 in the country. By the time they got back to Gainesville, they were number 23 in the country. But that team won the division. And it's funny, though, when I'm looking at this, I see, okay, and let me ask you if you think these are rivalry games or not.
Okay.
Right? Kentucky.
No.
No, I don't either. Basketball it is. I don't think in football it is. Tennessee.
Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Auburn.
No.
Not anymore. It used to be.
We'll never play them. It's not a rival.
Exactly. They actually beat Louisville that year, too. Georgia, obviously, is. And then FSU and Alabama. Now, I don't know if you could consider Alabama a rivalry game.
No.
Right now. They don't play that much. They used to play every year in the SEC championship game. So, but I mean, look, Florida.
And fun fact for those that don't know, Alabama's only loss is ever in the SEC championship game are to Florida.
Yes.
And the only losses that Florida's ever had in the SEC championship game, Alabama. Isn't that crazy?
Well, they should play every year.
Pretty crazy. All right, back to the phones we go.
Tennessee.
Let's
what about South Carolina? Do you consider them a rivalry?
Not at all. Okay. Joe, what's up? Welcome to the Tailgate.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Question for you two. A quick question about the stadium, the revenue. When are they supposed to do it? Is it after this season? Like they supposed to upgrade it?
No, 29 and 30. It'll be done by 2030.
Oh, 20 there. Okay. All right.
Are they going to start some stuff, though, or before that?
That's what I thought. Yeah, they're supposed to start.
I don't know if they are or not. I don't know the answer to that, but I would think there's going to be some ancillary, work on that where you wouldn't even notice it, but there'll be stuff being done to get it better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's your guys' record for the Gator football team? And I go off there and listen. Go Gators.
What's what?
My record.
Oh, record.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Joe.
I got him at 12-0.
Shut up.
That's my pick. I'm calling it.
No, you're not.
Who can't they beat? You tell me who they can't beat.
According to you, 2 weeks ago when we fought at Texas A&M on the road.
Okay, 11-1. I'm dropping it down.
And you also didn't think that they could go to LSU and win.
All right, 10-2.
Okay. And then Texas at home? No problem?
Dominate them.
Okay.
Dominate the Dogs, too.
All right. Yeah, I think it's either 9-3 or 8-4. Obviously, you hope it's 9-3. But
yeah,
it's really tough.
8-4 is the Citrus Bowl. 9-3 is you're probably
in a
sneaking
playoff.
Into the playoff.
There's no way they're not in the playoff at 9-3.
There is a way.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let me explain it to you.
Okay.
Let's just say that Alabama and I'm trying to think of somebody else Florida doesn't play this year from the SEC. Auburn or Ole Miss. Any of those teams.
They play Ole Miss.
Yeah, okay. So let's just say two of those teams end up with really good, like 11-1 records.
Okay.
So you take those two, and then you take a couple of teams from the Big Ten that end up with better records than we think they are right now, and then you add in. I just think there is a way that they won't get in at 9-3. Now, I will say this,
but
it's going to depend on who you lose to.
And listen, somebody could call, well, that was South Carolina last year, and Alabama, they didn't get in. But I don't think their strength of schedule.
Lost to Vandy, though.
And their strength of schedules aren't even close.
So let me ask you this. What if Florida, and I'm not saying they will, what if they lose to Mississippi State and go 9-3?
That's fine.
Well, that would be basically what Alabama did last year.
No, because that would be even better because that means you would then have, let's just say, okay, then you're trading out. That means they lose to Mississippi State, but they beat A&M on the road. So it's way washes that out, if not even more.
Well, yeah. Yeah, right. So if you lost to Mississippi State.
Give me the two other losses.
Just say Georgia and Texas.
Okay, so that means they beat LSU on the road, Miami on the road, A&M on the road, Ole Miss on the road, Tennessee and Florida State.
They're in.
Yeah, exactly. So there's really
I'm going to try to come up with one.
Not a way you can factor
What
it.
if you lose to Long Island?
Okay.
And then you lose to a bad Tennessee team. It's got 2 wins coming into the game. And then you lose to FSU at the end of the season.
Okay. That means you beat Texas at home, who might be the number 1 team in the country at the time. That means you beat Georgia and Jacksonville. That means you beat Ole Miss, Kentucky, A&M, Miami, LSU.
Okay, let me try it again.
So the worst teams you put actually probably make it better of a conversation.
So you lose to...
Say you lose to Georgia, Texas, and A&M on the road.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That means you still beat LSU and Miami.
On the road.
Yeah. A&M on the road.
Yeah.
And then you beat Ole Miss and Tennessee.
And you beat Ole Miss on the road, Tennessee at home.
And Florida State at home.
And Florida State at home.
Right.
Yeah, you probably... That would be a little bit of a – that would be the one I could see an argument against. Again, a lot depends, again, how other teams do. In other words –
I do agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, if we end up with a bunch of 11-1 teams, that's going to be rough for Florida. But I'm not worried about that. If Florida goes 9-3, they're going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. I want to see them go 9-3. However, I'm not looking forward to those 3 losses. On the other hand, I am looking forward to them because that's when the phone calls come roaring in when they lose.
Yeah, very true.
Way more so when then they win. When they win, everybody's like, I don't want to talk about it. They won. Idiots. What are they doing winning a game like that? What are they doing beating Ole Miss? What are they doing letting Willie Pegues, what was his name? It wasn't Willie Pegues. Pegues was his last name.
The big dude they kept stopping on 4th down.
Yes, exactly. What are they doing tackling that guy on 4th down? They shouldn't have done that.
All right, again, reminder, if you want to get into our picks contest or our survivor pool, just email the show. It's thetailgate, WRUF, @gmail.com. We will send you the link over how to get in and get a chance to win some great prizes, a lot of different things going on, and so much fun that we're having here on the station. So make sure you send that email, and we will, again, get after it. So thetailgate, WRUF, @gmail.com, and then we will be able to send you that link and get in all the good stuff. All right, back with more right after this.
WRUF Sports Center.
Good afternoon, I'm David Lopez. In Gator Golf, men's golfer Luke Poulter earned the nod for the Fred Haskins Award 25-26 preseason watch list, an award given to the most outstanding collegiate men's golfer. Phil Hancock is the only Gator to win the award in 1976. In Gator basketball, fans got an update from head coach Todd Golden during his appearance on the Inside College Basketball podcast, where Golden discussed Thomas Houck's role for next season.
I think we're going to move Tommy down to the 3 and kind of use his athleticism, his length, his physicality. And he's just been shooting the ball so well that it gives us that Corey Brewer-esque type wing.
Golden added that Alex Connon and Ruben Chinyelu will join Houck as frontcourt starters. In Gator football, Billy Napier spoke to the media today confirming that quarterback DJ Lagway is 100% ready to play after several summer injuries, stating that Lagway will start in Florida's season opener on Saturday versus LIU.
I'm a man. I'm 40. And even though Pat is about double that, and we don't agree on lots of things, we both can appreciate the impact of something special on the Gainesville community. For more than 40 years now, Quality Plumbing has been proudly supporting countless local organizations and, of course, the Florida Gators year in and year out. And, by the way, they're pretty good at plumbing, too, setting the standard in the industry with reliable service and the results you can count on. So when your next plumbing problem pops up, don't stress. It's never a problem to pick up the phone and call Quality Plumbing 24/7, day or night. Quality Plumbing, where service, trust, and community come together. License number CFC 043073. Well, we know it is crazy hot outside, so Oaks Jewelry said, let's bring everybody inside and have a sizzling summer sale. They've been bringing you the bling for more than 40 years. Yes, that's 4 decades of sparkle, sass, and some seriously good deals. Right now, get 20% off all color stone jewelry, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, basically all the fancy stuff that makes your friends say, ooh, where'd you get that? They've got diamond earrings and pendants, 20% off. Diamond fashion rings, also 20% off, because who says you can't treat yourself and still afford the groceries? You need a reason to be fashionably on time? You can get 30% off all Citizen watches. They're solar powered, so you'll always be on time, at least in theory. And hey, why wait? Lay away now for the holidays, because nothing says I've got my life together like Christmas shopping in July. It's the Oaks Jewelry Sizzling Summer Sale, celebrating 40 plus years of sparkle, style, and saving you some serious cash.
Hey, it's Adam with Adam's Rib Company. 20 years ago, my wife Michelle and I sought out to offer the best barbecue at a fair price to you, our loyal customers. We feel like we've been doing that. And to continue the great brand that we started many years ago, we've expanded to offer our new mobile kitchen, the Little Rib. Give us a check out on Facebook to see where you can find it at next. In addition, we can provide any barbecue catering needs. Dine in with us at our main location or give us a call at 352-373-8882 or visit us online at adamsribco.com.
So many of us have been looking for Waldo ever since we were kids, and when we finally found that red and white sweater, we were ecstatic. So many of us now are looking for a great deal on a vehicle, and guess what? When you find Waldo this time, you'll find a used car lot full of deals. Right Price Auto is right in the heart of Waldo, and they've got pretty much anything you'll be looking for in a used vehicle. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and even RVs. And you'll get the lowest fees, a lot less than those big dealers around. In business for more than a decade, they've got quick and easy financing, a simple process of buying with no waiting around. Just find what you want and drive away that day. It's a quick and easy drive, too. Just 10 minutes from the Gainesville Airport, right off of 301. Check them out online at Right Price Auto FL, and then stop by and tell them the Tailgate sent you for a no-hassle way that'll surely make your day. Joint pain slowing you down? Well, not anymore. At PRP Regeneration Specialists, they help you get back to what you love without surgery or even those long wait times. Knees, hips, shoulders, back, their regenerative treatments work with your body to heal naturally so you can move easier and faster. So why wait months for surgery? Heal smarter, not harder. Call 352-260-4061 or visit prpregen.com to book your consultation. Relief is closer than you think.
From the UF Weather Center, here is your WRUF weather update.
Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around the area this afternoon. Some of those storms could produce some pretty heavy rain, gusty winds, and frequent lightning. If you're under one of those, be extra cautious, especially headed home from work. 93, the high temperature today. Any showers or storms that are around should end by about 9, 10 o'clock tonight, low of 74. Maybe some morning fog tomorrow, then a few isolated storms tomorrow, high of 93. From the WFT Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller.
The Extra Point with Steve Russell. Saturdays after Gator football. Right here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2.
Pump up the jam, pump it up. It's like a little 90s hip hop right there.
You're speaking a language which I do not understand.
I like it. That's Doles. I'm Dozo. You can check us out on YouTube Live. Just search WRUF, home of the Gators, and you can go on there and see how ugly we really are in person and leave us some comments and have some fun, do all that type of stuff, and we'll be able to incorporate that. You heard during the break there, Todd Golden hyping up Tommy Houck. He's getting a lot of love. Jamil and I are actually going to have Houck on the Mealy Pod Hobby Podcast tomorrow, so you can tune in and hear about Tommy and his affinity for the Gators before he even got here. Big Tebow fan coming up. Grew up loving some guy named Tebow, even though he's from the middle of Pennsylvania, out there in southern Pennsylvania, which is like farm country.
You know, we talk about this a lot, that football is the front door for a university.
Yeah.
And a front porch for the university. But I wonder how much the enrollment or the people that applied here went up during that stretch when Tebow was here, because everybody wanted to be around him. And then, I can go to Florida and hang around with Tebow, but if Tebow's not around, then I'll just go hang around with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. I mean, it was a elite time to be in Gainesville.
But that was also, remember what they did with A&M and Johnny Manziel, and the impact there. And they added so many seats to the stadium because they thought it was always going to be like that, and then it wasn't sustainable. And I don't think they fill that thing anymore because of how many people
for like an Alabama game they will. But again, you never know how many are Alabama fans.
Sure.
But yeah, that's you're right.
I think a lot of that stuff impacts, and that's why Florida being so good at just about every sport is pretty awesome. And they actually put out a thing on social media today, the Everything School.
They didn't put out a thing; they put out a
lot
bunch
of things. But Tommy Houck actually narrated that.
That's right.
That was him doing
it. Yeah.
So
that was cool.
He's becoming a big deal.
He is the face of Florida athletics.
He is, just like Daryl is to us. Daryl, you're the face of our show. Happy to talk to you, man.
Man, loving this YouTube TV on the patio, cooking some Conecuh sausage, and life is great, man.
Do you get free Conecuh because you mentioned them here on the air?
That'd be nice, it's a sponsor of the Florida Gators.
That's right.
But, hey, you know what, guys? This Saturday night, I don't know how y'all feel with all the good football going on. I wish the game was like at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock so we can scramble back home to watch football.
Now, you don't want it to be at 12 o'clock because then you'd have to miss Texas-Ohio State. I have it set up. I'm not going to the game Saturday. I'm going to go to the game next week. But I am not going to miss LSU-Clemson to watch Long Island and Florida. I'll have the Florida-Long Island game on. My brother was calling me today. He goes, hey, where's the game on? I go, you have to have ESPN Plus. He goes, I don't have it. I go, how do I get it? And I go, well, you should have it by now. But that's where the game is, ESPN Plus or SEC Plus, either one. And obviously Sean and Shane and in my opinion, Jeff, because Jeff is the engine that runs that ship.
Yeah.
Choo-choo.
Well, my daughter and I is taking the grandson, one of his baseball teammates, and so hopefully we can be out of by halftime and get back home watching LSU Clemson game, the majority of it.
Yeah, no, look, it's also the opening game of the season for Florida, and I think that I'm not going to ever diminish how important it is to be there for a game like that. So, but I've been through this a lot of years. Now, I will say this, Daryl, if I was covering the game back in the old days, I would have the LSU game on my laptop, so I'd still be able to watch it.
Right. Well, Jeff, I tell you what, man, it's crazy what tickets go for nowadays. I had a couple of LSU tickets. My son, his girlfriend was going to go to Baton Rouge, and they weren't able to make it. So I turned those tickets and made a profit of them out there in the LSU and the Florida sections. Like, wow, one day I sold those tickets, and made money off of them. So I wish wishing and doing is two different things, but I could have probably got some extra Texas tickets and made some money.
Probably. Yeah, the way they're going now, I think the cheapest out there is about $500 for Texas.
You can get in for $360.
Okay.
But get in means you're sitting up in those
sunshine seats.
Sunshine seats where the sun don't shine.
Right. Yep. All right, guys, just want to check in, man. Loving this YouTube.
All right. Yep. Good stuff, Daryl. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's snag John to finish up the hour. Hey, John, what's up?
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. What time does the LIU game start this weekend?
7 bells.
7 o'clock, huh?
Yep.
I tell you, my main concern is not so much whether they win or lose. My main concern is if DJ Lagway can go all year without getting injured. I mean, what did he get last year? He had 2 injuries, one to his hamstring and one to his rib cage or something. I mean, it seems like the days of the indestructible quarterbacks of the Tim Tebow era have been gone now for 15, 20 years. I don't know if we'll ever see a day like that again. It seems like
Tebow broke his hand.
He got concussed.
He got concussed.
He got banged up a lot.
Yeah.
But he didn't miss no games.
No, because he had a bye week. He had a bye week.
Yeah.
And then he got a broken hand in his last game of his Heisman year, and they didn't play for a month. So he was lucky in that way. Yeah.
I still like them. I don't recall Shane Matthews or Wolf getting any serious injuries or Chris Leaks or
Shane had an injury in the before the Sugar Bowl game in '91. I remember he was not 100% going into that game.
But they didn't come down with 2 or 3 inches a year like DJ did last year, rib cage and then hamstring and all that crap. I mean, good grief. The life of my cat. I love my cat Tonto, my tabby cat. What a life he has. He doesn't worry about football games. He just likes coming in the evening and eating his Happy Meal after a busy day of doing nothing. What a life he lives. I wish I could be like that.
Do you get that meal from McDonald's, or you said it's a Happy Meal?
I make it for him. He has a happy look on his face when he's eating, though. I feed him up there on the top of my kitchen cabinet so I can watch him eat. Boy, he has a big smile on his face and just packs it in. I think he has 4 hollow legs it all goes into.
I got news for you, John. Cats don't smile.
He has a permanent smile on his face.
He wants you to think he's smiling.
Hey, Tano's not one of those hairless cats like on Austin Powers, is it?
And Tonto's pure tabby cat, orange tabby, 100% tabby with 4 hollow legs. I think all the food goes in there.
Thanks a lot,
All
guys.
right, John. Appreciate you. All right, we'll call it quits for the hour. We're getting some more of the YouTube comments in, so we'll start off second hour talking about some of those few questions for Pat. And Neo on there said he just finished watching another duly noted podcast.
Yeah, it's up there already.
And Gator Art agrees with Richard, does not want the game at 7 o'clock. Be better. It's to be cooler. Plus,
yeah, everybody's going to complain if
end
it's
of the
at
third
noon,
quarter
they
is
complain if it's 7.
like at night is
Exactly.
That's great.
I think it's good.
Perfect time for it. All right, whole nother hour coming up here on a Sonic Sound Off Monday when we come back. There's so many reasons to love living in North Central Florida. The trees and the breeze are certainly a part of that, but as we have all realized from another round of storms, those things may not be the best for our residents and our roofs. But what is the best is a company that's been fixing things the right way for more than 40 years. That's the locally owned and operated Gainesville McFall Builders and McFall Residential Roofing. They offer the longest warranties in town, a 10-year instead of 5, and all of their workers are employees, no subcontractors that are going to give a subpar effort. There are a lot of people going door to door trying to do things the wrong way with no care about what it does to you. So why don't you go with the crew that uses premium products that are certified by the manufacturers to install? At McFall, you'll get state licensed building contractors for all your home renovation needs. With extra care, protect that pool, lawn, RV, or fancy fire pit during the process. And their process? Well, it's as easy as watching Florida State football stink. You get a detailed walkthrough before anything is even started. Call them today at 352-415-9098. I'm telling you, it'll be great. It's known as a small place with a big taste. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're really missing out. The place that's been voted best cheesesteaks in Gainesville, it's called Big Mills. Serving 100% top butt sirloin, 100% chicken breast on their cheesesteak sandwiches, Big Mills has a big taste. They also offer sausages, hot dogs, burgers, and salads with a baseball theme inside that every diehard is going to want to see. They've also got ice cream and milkshakes to wash it all down, so come on down to 2111 13th Street, right next to Adam's Ribs, and see why Big Mills is a small place with a big taste.
Hey, it's Sean Kelly, voice of the Gators. It's getting a little more difficult to walk into a place without being recognized these days. It's probably because they love hearing me call those great Gators moments on the radio. And honestly, I do know what their favorite call of mine is. Hey, bartender.
What can I get you, Sean?
How about a round of ice-cold Bud Light for everyone here? 4 simple, high-quality ingredients to create a clean, crisp taste. Easy to game day. Bud Light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Right now at International Diamond Center, you buy the ring, we'll buy the honeymoon. It's IDC's Summer of Romance with romantic getaways for everyone. 3 days in a fabulous city, 4 nights on a luxury cruise, or 5 days at an all-inclusive tropical resort. It's happening now through the end of August on practically every purchase. For example, spend $3,500 at IDC now, get a fabulous piece of jewelry, and we'll give you a 3-day getaway to one of over a dozen romantic cities. Spend $5,000 at IDC and we'll give you a 3 to 4 night cruise for 2, including port fees and taxes. And listen, if you spend $10,000 on anything, you'll get 5 nights at a luxury Rio all-inclusive resort. Don't miss this amazing offer exclusively at IDC. Get something beautiful to celebrate your love and get a free getaway on us. Now through August 31st at International Diamond Center at Celebration Point. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com.
Electronics World has moved to serve
from
you
the Spurrier's
even better.
Gridiron Grill Studio, WRUF Gainesville, W251CG Gainesville, WRUF FM HD2, and on the WRUF radio app. The Tailgate with Jeff Cardozo and Pat Dooley is on the air.
Let's do it. It's go time.
You can be part of the show by calling 392-TALK. That's 392-8255.
You know, if I'm saying something to you, I don't say to you, I'm going to say something to you, and then say it. I just say it.
Or hit the guys up on social media by tweeting to @JeffCardozaUF and @Pat_Dooley. The grill is hot and the beverages are ice cold. It's time to tailgate Here are Jeff and Pat.
All right, here we are at second hour of the show. This will be the last hour for the next 4 days that we will not have a guest because we've got some great guests lined up for the rest of the week. Eric Rett tomorrow. On Wednesday, Carlos Alvarez is going to join us. On Thursday, we're going to talk to Chris Doring and Billy Donovan.
So all those at 5 o'clock, and then Billy Donovan at 5:30.
5:30
on Thursday.
And then Sunday we'll be out at the Hilton. We're just going to let
Friday.
We'll let the phones carry the show. Because if you can't talk about the start of a season on a Friday when the game is getting ready to start and everybody's getting into town, then I give up on you guys. You should be all into what is about to happen in this community. I have been waiting for 3 months for this, and you know that, Jeff, because baseball didn't go as deep as I wanted, and so it feels like this has been a 3-month wait for football season.
Been a while.
And
Certainly
I'm ready for it.
All right, Mike on our YouTube. Again, if you want to tune in to YouTube, you can. It's WRUF, home of the Gators. Very easy to search and find. Mike says, Pat, where do Florida fans rank in the SEC for their insufferability after a loss?
They're always going to be second to Auburn. I will say that. Auburn's the worst. Alabama's pretty bad, too.
Yeah, they just don't expect it.
The thing that makes – and, again, I'm not saying Gator fans are different than Alabama or Auburn or anybody else – is that when they win, they're still upset. That's the thing that drives me crazy. But, Georgia doesn't lose much lately. And back in the old days when they lost all the time, they didn't seem to care much with the goofer. I'm just trying to go through the league in my head, but
LSU might be the only other one that's somewhat close.
LSU, I think, has gotten to that point. I think if you had to ask me which fan base will be the most upset with a 7-5 season, on that list, I would put LSU number one on that list.
Yeah, and they very easily could lose to Clemson and Florida. 2 of the first 3 weeks.
Right off the start. And that'll be a huge game for Florida, as we know. But we get a long way to go to talk about that. But, I think Florida fans, they do get more miserable than a lot of fans, but not all fans. They don't get more miserable than Vandy or I don't know about Tennessee fans. I never can kind of get a feel for them. Whether in South Carolina, I don't – like if they're
just loud and they like Sandstorm.
Yeah.
So if they lose, it's not a big deal. I don't think they expect to win.
No, they expect it to all go bad.
Yeah.
Heath Klein and I used to talk about that all the time because unless you've spent time in South Carolina, which you have many, many times, Jeff, for baseball, but also for football. But unless you spend any time there, you don't realize that it's almost like it's expected what's going to go wrong. And same way with Kentucky. Kentucky fans, they're the worst fans in the world. But football-wise, they're okay, whatever. We got to deal with it. But I will say this. When they lost that game where they didn't cover 2 receivers, Robbie and I remember driving back to our hotel. They were lighting up Mark Stoops. So maybe they care about it too. But I think Florida probably put them 3rd or 4th. On that list.
Okay, there you go. All right, and then we have another comment from Richard. Guys, will the high prices we pay at the concession stand go to help paying the athletes? If so, that would make me a little more comfortable spending money, but I'll never pay 17 bones for a beer.
I have spent 17 bones for a beer, but I've not spent 34 for 2. I will say that. That's I'm not going that far, but I'll have one. Yes, that money, look, all that money goes into a general pool, and that money is what Florida's going to take. I mean, you can't say that the $17 you spent is going to go directly to DJ Lagway, but you can say the $17 I spent is giving money.
No, but and part of that is the contract with Sodexo Live, who is the ones in charge of all the concession stands. Like, they've got to make their cut, and then obviously Florida's going to get part of that. So I think that's why.
But it's part of
things
the
are
overall
so
budget.
high.
Yeah. Well, doesn't have to be that high. Let me just put it that way.
But then if it's not, then you're not getting more money to do all that. I mean, you could
Maybe knock it down
you
to
could
15.
Look at it in different ways.
I'm going to look at it my way.
Okay.
And you sit in the press box and you get your free Diet Coke and don't say anything about it.
I don't like Diet Coke. Coke Zero.
They don't have that in the press box.
Regular Coke. No, it's all Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't.
It's Pepsi school. Duels.
I know, but I'm not a big Pepsi
Greg
guy.
says, does Pat enjoy Gator football more now because he's not a journalist? So do you enjoy it more not as a journalist?
I enjoy football more. I don't enjoy Gator football more. And here's the reason. When you're at the games and you're in those atmospheres, and look, I'm the first guy to say I did not enjoy getting to them. At the very end of my career, it got to be a real hassle, just getting around and getting places. But being like we were talking about this with Cole Kubelik the other day, being at Jordan-Hare, Florida's getting ready to play, the War Eagle flies down, and and you hear the crowd, but it's an open air. You know that it's an open air facility and it's great. But being at Neyland, I would rather be watching that game at home. Neyland's closed off; you can't hear the crowd at all. Where you are, you can do it, but
it's open.
We can't hear it where we are. So you're just watching it on TV and you're watching little mini guys run around like a.
Yeah, I do hate. There's a lot for the media. The booths are always open because you can't be sitting there talking to a piece of glass unless you're Missouri, which is
Missouri's the worst.
Ridiculous.
It is the worst.
But
this is the weird thing about Missouri. They have a home and a visiting press box.
Yeah.
And they're
no way that many people are even going to
totally
a
separate
game.
too, and you can't even the Missouri.
They walk through like 4 doors.
Yeah, and the Missouri SID never comes over to the other end.
And then they have hooks hanging where you're going to stab yourself
on that one of those.
So
everybody used to get out of that game with like bruises all over their arms. If I had to go to one press box for the rest of my life, that would be the last one I would go to. Starkville, I would not want to go to because of the noise. All comes right up to the press box.
It's very loud.
And Robbie, and it's all artificial noise, pretty much. But Robbie and I had to wear headphones while we were covering the game because we couldn't. It was just too loud.
Now
we're old.
Now,
in my day,
would you say because you didn't like the travel, and I know that was part of even Mick towards the end, not necessarily liking as much, and maybe part that led part to his retirement.
He got to go.
He got to go with the team stuff.
Yes.
But if the Gainesville Sun wasn't going away,
yes,
and it was still like normal and good and thriving, would you still be a journalist working for them?
Yes.
Like you weren't ready to quit yet because of the travel.
I would have hung in there. It's where the paper was going, and we all know that. I'm not being critical of anybody at the newspaper, but newspapers are all going down the tubes, and it was kind of sad, and I didn't like what they were asking us to do, and that's why I left, and Robbie left. But the main thing is, it was not fun. Like there was, I tell this story all the time. There was a morning, it was Sunday morning. It was 3 a.m. Robbie and I are standing out in front of a Days Inn in Columbus, Mississippi. It's 3 a.m, but we have to get a 6 a.m. flight because there's only 2 flights. One's at 6, one's at 6. The other 6.
Is this out of Golden Triangle?
Golden Triangle, or as we called it, the Golden Showers Airport. And I just was sitting there going, why am I still doing this? I'm too old to be doing this. Now, if I had been sitting in a hotel, airport bar in Nashville, I would have not felt that way. But just that was when I just kind of said, maybe I need to stop doing this. And then came the buyouts and all that.
So just wonder how much because I remember
it's a factor. It was a factor.
and you always wonder when it's time, and obviously it's still a long way to go, but I remember sitting at the SEC baseball tournament several years ago, and it was the LSU guy. And Mick and I were sitting there just talking to him, and it was his last year, and he said he was, giving up everything, football, baseball, basketball. And I said, well, why? Like, LSU's in its heyday, baseball's great, all this stuff. And he says, I finally got to the point where I go to the park and I don't care who wins anymore. Like, I'd rather the game just be over. Which I thought was really interesting.
That is.
So obviously, when you get to
not
that
where
point, you can't do your job.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be passionate, especially if you're doing it for a school.
You have to have some inflection in your voice if you're doing it for a school. And that's the thing. People used to. There's the year that Chioza hit the shot, and I'm right there on press row, and
showing no emotion.
Yeah, and I'm showing no emotion. They're all celebrating like all over me, and I'm like showing no emotion. Everybody's like, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you show emotion? Well, I'm not allowed to. I'm not supposed to do that. But the thing was, later on that night, I walked into a bar with my arms raised up, and I knew the guys from the bar in New York. Somehow I made friends with New York bartenders.
Nice.
It's shocking, I know. But anyway, hey, look, I love I do miss that sitting down in the press box for a big game, and especially the open air games. But even the one in Glendale, you sat down there, and we this is the first time we had ever had the plugs that you plug into the back of your computer, and now you're on the internet just like that.
Right.
That's the first time it had ever 06. I mean, we had never had that before, so that was. That I would have stayed there the rest of my life.
Yeah, be an easy one to cover. All right, again, if you missed it in the first hour, we'll keep hyping this up all week to allow as many of our great listeners, because I know you guys tune in at each and every time, but we will have a college picks contest as well as a NFL survivor pool going here on the station. In order for you to get in, all you have to do is email me. It's thetailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. Again, thetailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. Just say you want in, and we'll get you in. I'll send you the link. You can get registered and signed up and all that fun stuff. But we'll have weekly prizes on the Collegiate Picks Contest, brought to you by Bud Light. We will have if you get a perfect pick'em, calling it the Paisanos Perfect Pick'em, you're going to get a $50 gift card from Paisanos for getting each and every game right. And then for the Survivor Pool, Titan MRI is going to do some great stuff. And then also Jameel at the Mealy Pop Shop is going to give some cool autographed items for our overall winner, which that'll be a lot of fun going back and forth. I already know who I'm picking the first game, NFL.
Survivor?
Survivor. I think Denver plays like Tennessee or something. So no way Cam Ward's walking in there game one into Mile High.
Didn't Van Jefferson have like a 64-year?
He did.
Yeah.
Did really good.
Hey, let me tell you what.
Van Jefferson. He was always really good.
I love him, yeah.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back, open up the phone lines again for you, 392-8255 if you want to chat here on the Tailgate.
WRUF Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm David Lopez. First up, Florida football spoke to the media today, starting with Billy Napier, who talked about the importance of Florida's batch of new players and coaches having a strong display in their first game on Saturday.
Probably 30% of the team is new, and then 30% of the organization is new, right? So we're doing a lot of these things for the first time as a group, and I think it's really important to get off to a good start.
Kicker Trey Smack, running back next in Gator baseball, a Florida newcomer was recognized as a D1 Baseball 2025 summer breakout prospect. Ethan Sorowiak, who came to the Gators via Ole Miss in the transfer portal, earned this honor after winning the Northwoods League MVP over the summer, batting .385 and hitting 20 home runs in 58 games. Finally, Gator alumni Ben Shelton moved on to the second round of the U.S. Open last night, beating Ignacio Busse. Shelton, the world number 6 in men's tennis singles, moves on to face Pablo Carreño on Wednesday.
You spoke, we listened. You wanted the easiest car buying experience ever. So we're giving you the easiest car buying experience ever. Your schedule doesn't have time for 5 hours in a car dealership. Work, kids, soccer practice, grocery runs, jury duty. Really? That again? Gatorland Toyota puts your convenience at the top of the list. With Express Shopping, you can browse our incredible selection and buy your vehicle entirely from the comfort of your home. financing, paperwork, trade appraisal, even the pricing can be done remotely. No need to come to the dealership. Gatorland Toyota delivers your new car to you. And what if that car was fully customized? With our pre-order program, it's easier than ever to get the exact vehicle you want, from headlights to trunk. Have a vehicle to trade or sell? Even if you don't buy from us, we'd love to take it off your hands and give you a top dollar offer that you're sure to love. Come experience how Gatto's got it at Gatorland Toyota today. Visit GatorlandToyota.com for the easiest car buying experience ever.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
It's a hard reality to know you're getting older. Believe me, I sit next to Pat every single day, but we all have to go through it, and with it comes some aches and pains with every single step. But the good part is the pains are fixable, and one quick stop into Titan MRI will get you going in the right direction. There's lots of us out there that think we can just handle pain or it'll just eventually go away, but what you may not realize, you could be ruining yourself for many years to come. I'm telling you, go see Joe and the crew at Titan MRI. Their entire mindset is finding out what you need to feel better and getting it to someone that can fix it. With an average scan time of just 10 to 15 minutes, you'll be back on your way, carrying on your day in no time. Titan MRI is the only locally owned and operated MRI center in Gainesville, and their staff has more than 20 years of experience in the community. And they've been so good that Lake City came calling. They've got a place that is perfect up in Columbia County as well. Even your own doctors are bringing their families to Titan MRI. So get in front of those aches and pains and tell your doctor to refer you to Titan MRI.
Whether it happens on the pickleball court, the soccer field, or when stretching the limits of your yoga flexibility, injuries aren't convenient, but UF Health OrthoCare is. Now with locations in Gainesville and Ocala, our board-certified specialists provide the expertise you need to get moving again. Don't let a sprain, strain, or minor fracture keep you or your kids sidelined. Turn to UF Health OrthoCare. Visit ufhealth.org/orthocare locations for addresses and hours. Walk-ins welcome.
The tailgate is open. Now, back to Jeff Cardozo and Pat Dooley, right here on WRUF, 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
All right, we waited till 5:18. We buried the lead. Shout out to Gator volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
Big win over Pitt.
I watched it.
You did?
I didn't even realize it was on regular. It was on ESPN. And I flipped it over, and they were down 2-1. I went, okay, God, maybe it's just, And I watched the rest of it, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, lost to Stanford the other night. But then, and Stanford was ranked 6th. Pitt was ranked 3rd.
Yeah, but Stanford's better.
Yeah.
Alexis Stuckey only had 44 assists in that match.
Wow.
That's all. 44.
Pretty good. Yeah, they won the 4-set 26-24, so obviously that's a point over the norm.
They faced a
match point
during that, yeah.
And then won in the 5th set 15-13. So very close, but
it was exciting.
They pulled it off. So congrats to Ryan Tice, his first victory as a Gator, and
good for him.
Hopefully many more to go.
And I mean, obviously, Mary did not leave exactly a bare cupboard. Although she does not have, and he does not have. The best
but doing
player.
Fan Day the other day, like there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
Like they don't have a ton of veterans or older groups, so it's still a really young group that, I don't know how well they can compete in the league because the league's gotten so much better. But hey, you beat Pitt, a team that's a perennial powerhouse, especially of late. Then that is a good thing. And then we talked a little bit about it, but we haven't gone further. Like I wonder if people think the same thing. So this is what I would ask you to call and talk about if you feel this way. 392-8255. Like I started watching the Chiefs thing on ESPN Plus.
The Kingdom?
The Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I'm 3 episodes in, and it makes you like But the last couple of years, like, you're rooting against the Chiefs because you're tired of them winning.
Not me, but you.
But a lot of people, like, you're like, oh, I don't want these guys to win again. But then you watch, like, Andy Reid and just how awesome he is. It's like you want him to win every year.
That's
so it's
why
like
I do
things like
them,
that. Yeah. But then I also it made me think watching Scheffler yesterday, and he never just could play well enough. He didn't putt well over the weekend. He missed, like, on Saturday, he had like those 3 putts that hit the rim and lipped out, and he just could never get it. But are people happy that Scheffler didn't win because they're tired of him winning, or would they have wanted him to win to continue the dominance? Obviously, Fleetwood winning is a really cool thing, and that's his first win and all that type of stuff.
If that had been who finished second?
Let's just say if that would have been Justin Rose or some random.
Or Oberg.
Oberg.
Yeah.
Like, would people have wanted Scheffler to win?
Yeah, I think they would be rooting for Scheffler. I think Scheffler is kind of Tiger-ish that way, in that people really –
You don't think people are tired of Scheffler already?
No, I don't think they are.
Okay.
They never got tired of Tiger. You know, I mean, they still were big Tiger fans, and but I do think yesterday was one of those days when you kind of rooted against him because you really wanted to see Tommy Fleetwood get that win. And again, poor guy had only made $30 million so far, so now he made 10 more.
Yeah.
But that I was happy to see him win. You know, you could tell. I mean, he's such a good dude, man. Every time
he's even like high-fiving kids when he sucks and does all these things.
When he would lose, he choked away like 3 out of 4 tournaments at one point, and that's the only way you could say it. And he came out and said, "Look, I'm not happy. But you know, I'm gonna keep going forward." And he would do the interview. He didn't go Colin Morikawa on us ever. So. No, I was happy for that. The problem is we're about a month away from him kicking our ass in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Yeah.
Everybody's rooting for him now, and then they don't want to.
Oh, we love you, Rory. We love you, Tommy Fleetwood. Oh, what? We're down 2-0?
I wonder if this can be heard. I'm going to try to play this.
Uh-oh.
Because I thought this was cool.
Make sure you don't hit the wrong button when you have that.
I won't.
But Pamela Anderson video on there, is that on there?
No, that's on my burner phone. I'm gonna try to see if you can hear. If we don't, I'll stop playing it. But this is. Have you seen the Marlins pitcher that comes out and punches himself in the face?
No.
When he's running out to close the games.
Not seen that.
He's like a psycho, like John Rocker was.
No, that is you need help.
Like, he literally punches his face like 3 times as he comes out of the gate.
You need help,
and then that gets him pumped up. But listen to this post-game interview with the Marlins sideline or beat reporter.
Thank you very much, Tyler. You threw 32 pitches yesterday. When did you know you were going in tonight?
When they called down.
And you were ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. They called down, I'm pissed off, I'm ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
How did you get through that 9th?
Throw the ball over the plate.
How long does it take you to cool down after a win?
I never cool down.
And the slapping, what was the level of slapping when you came on?
Pretty hard, my face is hot. Yeah.
How important was it for your team to get this win today?
It's big. I mean, every win's big. It doesn't matter what the record is. Every win's big. That's what we're here for. It's to try to win the game.
What has this organization helped you unlock?
So that's a few more seconds just about the Marlins.
I'm not sure whether
and stuff,
I would be happy or sad to be interviewing him. Like, because the answers were terrible answers.
That reminds me of the interview I did with Mullen after they lost to Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
And they thought they were going to win. That was what year?
That was here. They had the wristbands all messed up. Yeah.
And they went in confident, all this other stuff. But like, I was actually pissed at Mullen because like I'm sitting there trying to even be good about it, and like
this is your job.
Yeah. I know, like 1 or 2 line answers, and I'm like, you got to give me something here, dude. So finally, I think it's just like, but this is actually good, Like he saw, how because he asked him, you hit yourself coming out. Yeah, I hit myself hard. My face is pretty hot. But that'd be a hard post-game interview.
It would be hard
live like that.
Have to deal with this guy on a daily basis. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
he clearly has some problems.
He's a psycho.
He is a psycho. He needs to get help now. As long
but
as
he's been really good.
Well, I would say from now on, do not interview the closer. because he's a psycho, and he might just pull something like a knife on you and cut your throat right on live TV.
I think you've felt that way about the Cattlemen sometimes too.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Perfect segue into them. Hey, Cattlemen.
Hey, guys, here we go. Real football this week.
That's it. Let's do it.
By the way, I said don't sleep on Farmageddon. Not that I know any more than anybody else, but, bam, that was a game, wasn't it?
A boring-ass game for the first half.
Was awful, yeah.
Well, top 25, both ranked teams, killer environment, competitive game. Everybody's drinking Guinness. I thought it was pretty good.
I don't know how good the environment was. The stadium is kind of small over there, and B, you couldn't see the yard lines because the rain washed them.
But yeah, you're right. Everybody was into it. They were obviously boozed up from being out there all day and all week. So, I mean, I thought everybody was into it pretty good from a craziness
there weren't
standpoint.
that many people there. I mean, what, they got 30,000?
But still, for what it can be, it was good.
Yeah. All right, hey, guys, I'm behind the curve, so I need to go to the Pat Dooley School of Negative Rooting and get a little education today, a little illumination, a little elucidation. You ever heard that word before, elucidate, Pat?
Not yet.
Well, call your editor. Maybe they can help you out on that. All right, here we go, guys. Let's talk about the Pat Dooley School of Negative Rooting. Mullen, man, new coach. We've seen this week one, all these new players, moving parts. Jeremy Pruitt lost to Georgia State. We see these shocking week one games sometimes. Was the whole town of Gainesville rooting against Darth Vader there, Pat?
Well, I will say this. I would bet 98.7% of the people that live in this town could not find that game. I think I'm one of the few people that found it, and I found it accidentally. So I don't think anybody paid any attention to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I have seen UNLV, I think even from everybody's favorite preseason analyst, Phil Steele, saying they're a dark horse playoff team because they don't play anybody.
Yeah, schedule's simple. Yeah, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and I think
they got to beat Boise.
Yeah, I think they can easily, if they can figure out that defense. Mullen's going to put up a ton of offense.
The defense was really bad. I mean, Idaho State is not exactly.
No, they were a 30-point underdog.
Yeah, 33. By the way, they're the Bengals. Just so
there you go.
Because we know there's a lot of Bengal Tigers in there.
Hey, guys, in our father's SEC, if you lose to Kentucky, Vanderbilt, or the Mississippi schools, you fire the coach. Mm-hmm. Or if you lose to an FCS school, you fire the coach. And I always talk about the Jack Crow laws, Pat. It's one of our little inside jokes. Jack Crow laws. Who was it, the Citadel? Who Jack Crow lose to? Something like that. And Arkansas fired him week one.
Yep.
How bad could that have been? Could that have been catastrophic for Mullen? Because, I mean, he's getting a ton of love in the offseason.
No, his first year, he was. But, I mean, he's getting a ton of love, but it's not like it's a national story. I mean, it's still a regional story. But, no, if they'd lost that game, everybody would say, hey, look, he's going to have a long way he's got to rebuild this program from the ground because he would only had one game into the season. They're not going to fire him after that.
Hey, guys, just one last question. We're getting some cardio today out of respect to other callers. Barry Odom apparently quit on Mullen. Did I hear that?
Barry
Odom is –
well, he left and he went to Purdue.
Okay, I thought he's out. I heard something on another show that apparently he resigned today. Is that not true?
From Purdue?
Yeah. I think he – or did he leave Mullen? Did he leave Mullen's staff last year?
No, he
Mullen didn't coach last year.
No, Mullen wasn't a coach. He took the job at Purdue, and then Mullen took the job there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I heard on another credible show, the show Adams goes on, Pat, that Barry Odom apparently maybe resigned today, and he's thought to be getting another shot in the SEC. Could y'all Google me? I'm working out a little bit and tell me if there's anything that happened to like Barry Odom quitting today because I heard that.
No, you heard it wrong.
What are you doing for your cardio, Cattleman?
A little 5K.
Oh, baby.
We're working a little sushi and 5K. But no, Pat, I don't bring stuff up if I don't hear from credible sources. But Barry Odom, for people who don't know, boy, he got fired at Missouri, but a respected coach. And I heard something happened with Barry Odom today.
Well, all I know is there's the latest story that opened 3 hours ago. Barry Odom feels a deep responsibility to get Purdue football back to being winning for the people of Purdue. So that's what I've got.
Well, I heard he moved. I heard he resigned or something. Y'all hang in there.
Just because you heard it doesn't mean it's true. These are the kind of fires that we would have to put out all the time. People calling, hey, I heard that Shelley Meyer was in town and looking at houses. And I'm like, he's not coming back here to coach, but I got to call Shelley and find out if she was looking for houses.
Any investment property out on the
Could
lake.
be, yeah. They used to have a great house out there when they sold it to Tim Walton, I think. Or did Tim Walton buy Gail Lemeron's?
No, Lemeron lives right next door to Tim Walton.
Tim Walton's got a nice place out there. That was Urban's place, yeah. So there. Now, have I been invited in? No, I have not.
I can take you in the back way. Know which one it is.
Either when Urban or Tim was there.
All right, let's get a break. About 30 minutes to go. So if you want to chime in here on a Sonic Sound Off Monday, you're more than welcome to here on the Tailgate.
Your home for Monday Night Football. WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2.
Every morning, I get up, start the trek into town for a busy day ahead, and every morning, I kid you not, I pass an ugly green van or truck along the way, heading to work as well. But the best part of that sight is I know someone is about to be wowed with the craftsmanship and work ethic from days gone by with the technology of today, because that vehicle has Vintage Electric written across the side. And that quality is evident all over North Central Florida, and with more than 24 licensed journeyman technicians, you can be assured that a call to Vintage Electric is a call you won't forget. Now, I'm sure there's tons of you out there with honeydews up the wazoo, and if any of those have to do with electricity, call Vintage Electric today. No job's too small, they do it all, from service upgrades to rewiring, appliance and AC circuits, and how about an entire smart home installation? That way you can just ask Alexa to turn on the tailgate. So have them put their tailgate down, grab their tools, and sit back and know your electric job is going to be done right. Call up Vintage Electric today at 371-8021 or visit them online at vintageelectric.net.
Hey y'all, it's Kyle from Leonardo's Pizza, Gainesville's iconic restaurant. You know, time zooms by and our town is changing all around us, but for 50 years, Leonardo's is still the calm in the storm. At Leonardo's, of course, we make delicious deep dish pizza and our famous garlic knots, but we sell memories. Come in to relive old ones, make new ones, and let us know that you heard me on the tailgate for 10% off your order. Hey Jeff, did you hear the new Starship song?
No, I don't think so.
We built this city on sauce and dough.
Well, we know it is crazy hot outside, so Oaks Jewelry said, let's bring everybody inside and have a sizzling summer sale. They've been bringing you the bling for more than 40 years. Yes, that's 4 decades of sparkle, sass, and some seriously good deals. Right now, get 20% off all color stone jewelry, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, basically all the fancy stuff that makes your friends say, ooh, where'd you get that? They've got diamond earrings and pendants, 20% off. Diamond fashion rings, also 20% off, because who says you can't treat yourself and still afford the groceries? You need a reason to be fashionably on time? You can get 30% off all Citizen watches. They're solar powered, so you'll always be on time, at least in theory. And hey, why wait? Lay away now for the holidays, because nothing says I've got my life together like Christmas shopping in July. It's the Oaks Jewelry Sizzling Summer Sale, celebrating 40 plus years of sparkle, style, and saving you some serious cash.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
It's always a good time at the tailgate. Weekdays beginning at 4, right here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and 103.7 HD2.
That wasn't very good.
Sundown, you better take care. Who sings that song? Who sings that song?
The Doobie Brothers.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, yeah, Gordon Lightfoot. Heard of them.
Heard of them. It's like, I've heard of them. I've heard of him, Jethro Tull. It's not a him, it's a them. What?
I'm thinking of how to ask you this.
Uh-oh.
Because, like, you were obviously a journalist that relied on the game notes to put out stories and do different things. Like, did you like some of the random things that they come up with? Like, would you use it to be like, hey, Florida's offense was good because they did this? You know, it's like, and you can make anything sound good. You just have to pull it. Like, you could say, you know, the Reds are good this year because in 12 of the last 15 games they've given up this or so. Like, you can make a lot of stuff sound good where it may not appear good. Listen to this stat that are in the game notes as you go through. Florida was the only team to eclipse 300 total yards against Texas during the 2024 regular season.
That's not a good stat.
But it makes it sound good.
But they were down 42-0 at halftime.
But that's what I mean. So if you just read that, you would think, oh, the Gators' offense was pretty good that day. And they had 197 yards rushing. It was the most against Texas during the regular season.
I think they're going to dominate them this year.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
well, you get. I mean, yeah.
So you look at that.
You're going to get made fun of for that stat. I will say this: I'm looking forward to reading the game notes because I want to see what Long Island's got because I can't find it anywhere else.
They don't have anything.
I know. I don't think they have either. I don't know that it actually exists. I don't know that the school and the football program exist. I think they may not be coming down here. I think they saw that there was a Hurricane Ferdinand out there, and they went, "Nah, we're done."
Yeah, they normally do like a whole page of comparison, and I haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, believe me, I have been looking for information on Long Island University's football program for weeks. When I say weeks, I'm talking a month. And the best we could do was get that guy on from the NEC Blitz, and he was good.
He was loving it.
Yeah, it was great. He sent me a text afterwards. Hey man, thank you. I can't believe I was on the radio.
All right, here you go. 2024 statistical rankings.
Okay,
comparison. Gators last year in total offense were 66 in FBS. Long Island was 83rd in FCS. So not very much.
If they were second in FCS, I still would not be impressed.
They were third in their conference, so third in the NEC.
Who won that league?
I have no idea.
I don't even know who's in it. I think Mercyhurst is.
And then total defense, they were 28th in the FCS. So
come right at
gave
you,
up
baby.
only 329 yards a game. So they're going to be
Ron Cooper. He's going to bring it.
They're going to be into trying to stop the mighty Gators.
And that's the thing. And look, I said this on my podcast today, Jeff, and you know this as well. This game's not about Long Island. It's about Florida. What is Florida going to look like? What are they going to do? They're not going to want to show too much, but they still have to show something. They've got to make their fans happy. They've got to do some fun things. They've got to. Lagway's got to stay healthy through it. They need to get everybody out of this game healthy. But it's more about Florida than it is Long Island.
Well, and Napier was asked about, hey, is this going to be an opportunity to get everybody some playing time, do a lot of different things? And here's what he had to say about it.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we'll see. So I think big week coming up, and we're not ready to make any declarations there publicly.
Is there still more you want to see from them? Is that competition
more
ongoing?
to see.
No, the bottom line is nobody's ever going to say, well, here's our hope, and we can play all our backups by the second quarter. Nobody's ever going to say that, except maybe Spurs.
No, and he talks a little bit more about it. That was mainly more of like, hey, are we going to see the backup quarterbacks? And who's that backup quarterback going to be? I mean, in my opinion, it's going to be Harrison Bailey, but I would assume that we're going to see the other ones. Maya, let's go ahead and play that last one, and we'll get the rest of the gist of getting everybody else out there.
Yeah, we don't necessarily see it that way. I think right now, really for the way I would say it to the team is that, this is our first time as a group executing our process from Sunday to Saturday. And a new group of players and obviously some new staff members. So I think we're living in the moment here one day at a time. I think today's a Monday for us, so we're consumed with being as efficient as possible. The more detail, the better. And I would expect us to get better every week regardless of who we play. So I think independent of who we play or where we play, I think we have agreed that it's all about what we do, and we got to control the things that we can control.
So that's him saying, hey, we're worried about ourselves, like you were saying, and that's what Florida needs to do. It's good to know that he knows that
it's Monday. That's important too.
But again, the cool part is what they've done is they've prepared like week to week through training camp like it was a game week. So I think this week is not going to bother them at all. It's going to be another normal week for the players and the staff. Now you just obviously are playing an opposing team on the other side and one that should be beaten pretty handily, but you still got to go out and execute and take care of yourselves. And I think honestly that's what they're going to try to do. Like they want to see what they want to see. They if they have competitions, one being the backup quarterback, they want to try to figure that out for what lies ahead in a couple of weeks, and God forbid something happens to DJ. But I think there's also, can Jaden Woods be an impact, or can I play him 40, 50 plays as a freshman? Like, some of these different things that they're going to try to figure out, and that's why this is a perfect game to be able to do that.
Yeah, and I think the linebacker situation, you want to see how many guys you can count on at that position. And I know that one thing that he said today, and I'm sure Gator fans are excited to hear him say it, is he's told his defensive guys, we got to go back to being DBU. And again, DBU is something that's thrown out there all the time, but Florida hadn't been able to throw it out there for a while. I mean, they had four straight years, I think it was, a single-digit interceptions.
2 years ago was what, 3 or 4 total on the year?
I think it was, yeah. It might have been 5, yeah. Last year, they got up to 14, so they've gotten better at that, and they need to continue. Look, I'm a big believer that your offense is only as good as your turnover margin. I mean, you can have a great offense, but if you get a big plus on the turnover margin, last year it was +6. You get a plus on the turnover margin, you get the ball in more good spots, you're going to score more points.
That you will. Speaking of scoring points, Lee wants to talk about the offense. Lee, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? I was just out walking my crazy dog, and I thought I would call you since it's game week. So here's my hope. This is the most hope I've had in a Gator football season in 15 years. On paper, we are stacked on the front seven. Running back is stacked. Wide receiver here stacked. DJ's a game changer. My hope is that we go 10-2. But here's my fear, and I just want to get it out there. I want to say all my fears so I don't hold this in a deep, dark place. Is that my fear is that those last 4 games have caused us to forget the mentality here offensively is that when it's 2nd and 9, Billy tries to run it up the middle and make it 3rd and 6. Instead of the offensive mentality here is we are trying to score as many points and as often as possible. Billy is really, really process oriented. And I don't know that on his checklist on Saturday, he's going down a checklist for what's important to him. It's complementary football, protect the football, play with intention, fundamental sound. I don't know that scoring is on that checklist for Billy. And if you look at his offenses from the time he was a coordinator all the way through head coach, he's never had a 3,000-yard passer. He's never had an offense that's rated in the top 80. He's a next-level run game play caller, but I don't know that he's ever had this many weapons, maybe when he was wide receiver coach at Bama, but you could play conservative football at that, in 2007 at Bama. That's not necessarily the way the game is now. You have to have a little bit more of a mentality that says we are trying to score, we're trying to play with urgency and tempo. And my fear is the first time it's 2nd and 9 and he runs the ball up the middle instead of going to Eugene Wilson on a wide open seam that we're all going to remember that we should have put Ole Miss away. We should have put LSU away before we did. And it's going to come back to bite us. So that's my fear, guys. I just want to hear what y'all
No,
say.
it's fair. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate it. But I also think, you remember if he changed the way he did camp because of why?
Right.
Because he learned that what he was doing before wasn't working, and he needs to be better. So I almost feel like
they need to get off to faster starts.
So I almost feel like the offense is sort of that same thing. I mean, you can look at the numbers and say, okay, yeah, Florida was 9th in rushing offense, 9th in passing offense, but overall total offense, they were 12th in the SEC out of 16 teams.
Yeah.
So 11th in scoring. I mean, Gators only averaged 28 a game. So I think that's probably the next step, Lee, is his ability to realize, okay, yeah, we have ways to get better. And I think in this offseason, you could see him trust Russ Callaway a lot more, hand over more things to the quarterback coach. Like, I don't think he had his hands into everything this offseason as much as he's had in the past, and he's allowing other guys now to chime in, contribute, do all these types of things where you would hope that means the offense is better, or if it gets to that play call and that opportunity, there's now thoughts of, hey, let's do this. We have the skill guys to make it happen.
Yeah, and I also think he's understood what he was not doing well. One of them was not starting the games fast, not starting the season fast, obviously. And these are some of the steps, like you said, Jeff, them making it game week the last few weeks instead of, starting the season and all of a sudden, it's the game week now. That and the fact and the red zone. I think he has got to get more creative in the red zone. Running the ball up the middle with Jaden Ball seems like a good idea with it behind that offensive line. But when you get down inside the 10, it's not always a great idea. You need to come up with stuff that, you can do something that's different. And they can't count on you running up the ball up the middle. So they've got to get better in the red zone, got to start games faster. These are all things that he's aware of, though. It's not like we're the only
Now he just has to – we'll see if he goes out and does it.
Has
That's
he figured
the
it
question.
out? Yeah.
Right. All right, well, again, if you haven't figured out how to get into either of our contests that we're doing, give you one final chance to email today. Again, I'll try to do this every night as we get the emails throughout the day. I'll go in and check them, and then I'll send the links. But we'll have a collegiate picks contest as well as a NFL survivor pool. If you want to get into either of those, just email the show. It's the Tailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. Again, the Tailgate, WRUF, at gmail.com. Just say you want in, and then I'll get you those links on how to get in, and we'll have a lot of fun throughout and have a lot of cool prizes to give away to each and every one of you if you are better than everybody else. We'll take one final break, come back and wrap it up right after this.
WRUF Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm David Lopez. Guess who's back? That's right. Head coach Billy Napier confirmed at today's media availability that quarterback DJ Lagway is ready to start. Napier says Lagway is ready to chomp the competition right at kickoff for Saturday's season opener against LIU.
Jay has been 100% participant in practice here for several days.
Be the starting quarterback for the first quarter?
Yeah,
is that to be
DJ's
determined?
the starting quarterback.
Speaking of starters, over on the court, Gators men's basketball gets an update on John Rothstein's Inside College Basketball podcast. Head coach Todd Golden talked about next season's lineup.
I think we're going to move Tommy down to the 3 and kind of use his athleticism, his length, his physicality. And he's just been shooting the ball so well that it gives us that Corey Brewer-esque type wing.
Golden said Houck will be joined by Alex Condon and Ruben Chinyelu to round out the Gators' front court.
When the Florida heat kicks in, your home should be a place to cool down, not sweat it out. That's where Crystal Air and Water comes in, North Central Florida's trusted HVAC team for more than 20 years. Whether it's a quick repair or a full AC upgrade, Crystal Air makes it easy to keep your family comfortable with flexible financing options, including 0% interest for 12 months for qualified buyers. With simple monthly payments, getting a new AC system is easier and smarter than ever. So you can now focus on what really matters, keeping your home cool and your family happy. Call 352-333-0460 or visit acpenguin.com. Check out all your options and to apply online. Again, that's acpenguin.com, because every Florida family deserves cool comfort that they can count on. Crystal Air and Water, the area's #1 rated HVAC company for more than 20 years, where your family's comfort is their family's business. License number CMC 1249384. All right, it's summer, sun's out, motivation's up, and yeah, abs are still in there somewhere. So you lace up the sneakers, hit the gym, maybe try a few crunches, a jog, a 500-pound squat, casual. Next thing you know, bam, your back is filing a formal complaint. But hey, don't panic. I've got a guy. Dr. Paul Gardner at Gardner Chiropractic and Injury. He's not just some guy with a fancy table. He's a coach, an athlete, and the go-to fix-it guy when your body goes, yeah, nope. From general adjustments to full rehab and therapy, he'll get you feeling like yourself again, minus the hobbling. And with access to MRIs, ultrasounds, x-rays, and even blood work, he cuts out the guesswork and gets it straight to the let's fix this part. You can find him right next to Gainesville Health and Fitness on University Avenue. The number, 352-727-4438. Gardner Chiropractic and Injury, the place to go when summer hits you back. We all want to have fun, and with the sun, there are so many ways to do it here in North Central Florida. But the problem is that stuff is so expensive nowadays, and just to get enough stuff to get it going is going to cost you an arm and a leg, unless you head to Play It Again Sports. Golf clubs, baseball bats, exercise equipment, disc golf, pickleball paddles, water sports stuff, bikes, and lacrosse gear are just a fraction of the things in the store, and you can get them at a fraction of the price. There's no need to buy new, and they've got a heck of a crew ready to help you with whatever you need. So don't let outrageous costs stop you from enjoying the outside. Head on over to Play It Again Sports.
Greg Cassidy here for the team at Campus USA Credit Union. You know how important they are to me and my family, but they've been around 90 years now, so they've been important to a lot of you too. The head ball coach, Steve Spurrier, is in studio with me today. Coach, you got your Heisman way back in 1966, and you learned a lot over the years how important both leadership and teamwork are if you want to accomplish your goals.
Oh, definitely. Almost any head coach that is successful, he's got to have a good staff. He's got to have people to help him, and he's got to have players, too, obviously, in sports that can contribute to the success of the team. So team is very important, just like it is at Campus USA, and I'm proud to be part of that group.
And you can too. Become a Campus USA Credit Union member today. Find their ATMs at Publix or stop by one of their 20 area locations. You can also learn more at campuscu.com. That's campuscu.com. Campus USA Credit Union, member NCUA.
From the UF Weather Center, here is your WRUF weather update.
Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around the area this afternoon. Some of those storms could produce some pretty heavy rain, gusty winds, and frequent lightning. If you're under one of those, be extra cautious, especially headed home from work. 93, the high temperature today. Any showers or storms that are around should end by about 9, 10 o'clock tonight, low of 74. Maybe some morning fog tomorrow, then a few isolated storms tomorrow, high of 93. From the WFT Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller.
You're listening to The Tailgate with Jeff Cardozo and Pat Dooley, right here on WRUF, 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
All right, we are back here wrapping up another Monday but this is our first game Monday, Jeff.
It is.
Do you feel it in your loins?
Yeah, I think a little different.
Yeah.
Know that you got something to do this Saturday, so it'll be fun. Hey, Porter, we only got about a minute. Go.
Okay. Really quickly, is Hurston Waldrop eligible? He's a rookie, right? He would be eligible for Rookie of the Year if he can continue, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Who in the National League is going to be up there, that he has to worry about?
There are guys that have played a lot longer this year.
Yeah, that's the only problem. He's only had 4 starts. So
hey, you never know.
But I think that also might still make him eligible next year if it – I think there's a certain threshold that you got to hit.
I heard another show talking about a year ago. Go back a year ago, Florida State coming into the season, they're coming off their banner year, undefeated national championship season from the year before. Well, it was, right? Anyway, and they got G.J. Uiagalelei quarterback, and the ceiling's the limit. And they play Boston College. They score 8 points in the first quarter, so they're on a pace of 32. Little did they know that they would never have that high of a scoring average per quarter the rest of the year. They have 14 at halftime. little did they know that 28 average of game would never be that high again. They finished the game with 21 points, losing 28-21. Little did they know their old average would only go down the rest of the year.
Crazy stuff.
That was actually
all right, Porter. Thank you.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
College, yeah.
All right, Rays Guardians right after us. See if the Rays can win a game. Cleveland sucks. Oh, it's Cleveland rocks.
Yeah.
Let's hope the Rays win.
All right, we will be back with another show tomorrow. We'll be live at Hawkstone Country Club, where we always have a good time out there. For the great Jeff Cardozo, for Maya, I am Pat Dooley. We are deep, we are way back, and we are out of here.
You spoke, we listened. You wanted the easiest car buying experience ever. At Gatorland Toyota, we give you the easiest car buying experience ever. With Express Shopping, you can shop and buy your vehicle entirely from home. We'll even deliver your car to you. Want a